the Adrenaline Sports Center, Ramsey, Minnesota, right outside Minneapolis. Beautiful facility here. Got some field turf to play on instead of concrete. I'm Bernie Neighbors, joined alongside the K9 himself, Wally Kassler. Wally, what is happening?
Man, it's good for the joints, though. You know, the turf, the rubber pellets.
Absolutely.
It's good for the joints. All right, so we're coming in mid-match here. We've got Gavin Cano taking on his partner, Fisher Hamilton. Fisher, fresh off a national win, see if we can keep that streak going. Wherever you guys are joining us, make sure that you give us a thumbs up. But, yeah, it should be a pretty good one, man. I think we're in the treat. We're getting down to the home stretch here. Yeah. Every single match right now, it seems like in these shootouts, are just going to be amazing. Looking at the bracket, I'm like, okay, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
Well, we were talking about the right side of this bracket. We'll go through this again. Dave Sutton, by the way, up 5-0 on Hunter Thorne. Devin Harbaugh up 3-0 on Corey Ballard. Gavin and Fisher throwing down right here. Let's see what we got.
I think he missed the opportunity.
Yeah, 9-4. Gavin with the lead there. Here, I should say. Carson Getty up 3-2 on JBJ, Justin Burton Jr. Daniel Walker Jr. up 4-1 on Ryan Wiedenfeld. Joe Niestett, Philip Lopez Jr. have not kicked off. Noah Almanza looks like he's getting ready to take care of Alec Ryan. He's up 16-2. Logan Chamberlain up 10-3 on Jordan Power. That's just the right side of this bracket. That's insane. We go over to the left side. You're looking at Ryan Windsor's up 8-2 on Trevor Kufis. Jacob Foreman up 6-4 on Blake Karnick. Ryan Fillingham, Clayton Robertson not underway that I can tell. Ethan Walker just took down KB. Caleb Batson 12-10.
My pick is out.
Wow, big win there. Jimmy Humans up 11-6 on Jared Kufis. Jacob Beamer up 9-2 on Christian Brown. Terry Mathis 26-1 over Jacob Trzynski. Does that seem right?
It's a big shot here. Landed short.
Hey, short hair, man.
We're not doing that again, Bernie. We're moved on. We've moved on to the next tournament. But I'll tell you what, though, Ethan Walker defeated Devin Harbaugh in rounders, throwing over an 11, I believe 11-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
So him taking out Caleb Batson right now is one of the hottest players. That could be something to look out for.
That is.
Not to mention, right here to my left, you got Connie in attendance. Connie Madsen, one of the biggest supporters of Ethan Walker, and always in our chat saying hello to us. So
well, there you go.
I would love to have her see Ethan play in person on ESPN. That'd be amazing.
We were talking, you're talking about the level of talent that's in the Pro Division now, and Ethan Walker's found his way up to 17th in the world rankings. It's pretty impressive. I mean, if you can make it into the top 20 with the level of talent that exists out there now, you are a straight bagger, period.
Came a long way from not knowing who he was on the day.
Hey, all it takes
is success.
Yeah, right? All it takes is a little bit of success. Ooh, gave it back to him. A little long on that airmail. He's not very pleased with himself with that shot. So you see a player, Fisher Hamilton, just won the last national in singles. Is he a player that still struggles with round format? But in doubles, they seem to do very well.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of them don't like it. They don't like the format just because it's different. No, a lot of them, they're all stubborn. They like to stay in their way. You know
sure. You got to, which is funny because there's a lot of money to win in the shootout series.
Yeah, I think he was very comfortable looking compared to the first time we saw him on the teams event, which was round limited format.
Yeah.
Him and Gavin are starting to kind of figure it out in doubles. He looked very comfortable, though, in the 21 format there for the national. Yeah. Got some people in the chat want to know when the rule goes into effect. Nothing this year, guys.
Next season.
Don't worry about that. As far as the blue tent goes, it's just the lighting in this venue. It's going to be kind of
dark.
Kind of dark
and
like this.
And the green turf is going to make it seem almost blue with the lighting.
Unfortunately for you guys, I'm colorblind, so as far as going into the settings and changing that stuff, probably not going to happen.
Yeah. Fisher can't believe he didn't drop that airmail. The roll comes up a little short from Gavin there.
I think he ends up washing out the round.
Right, you're a player, and we've got Double A, the professor, Anthony Ione to my right. There's a headset there if Anthony wants to jump in. You guys play. Is it tough? Is it tough to play against your partner? Your doubles partner?
I think it's easier because you're familiar with the guy. I think you know exactly what you're getting into. You're familiar with the shots that he makes. I mean,
okay.
Like, for example, if I'm playing against Fisher, I'm going to try and run hole. I'm not going to try and block. I know Fisher's roll is better than my airmail.
Right.
So I ain't doing that. So I'm just going to try and run backs.
I got you.
And if he puts a blocker up, I'm going to try and push through it. So situations like that kind of differ, but when you're playing against your partner, you know all the shots they can make because you can see him on the other end.
Yeah.
And you might know also, too, like, hey, he's kind of weaker on the inside, and so this is my chance to strike, you know what I mean?
Yep, for sure. I was just wondering, like, if you know, Like, would you be willing to attack your playing partner because you do know him? Like, some people don't like to be jerks to their friends.
I know. All's fair in love and war until there's money and titles on the line.
Yep. Gavin up 14-6, round 10, 3 rounds remain. Been fairly impressive. Fisher shaking his head. And I guess this is one of the reasons why some players are still haven't bought fully into the shootout series, because they can't outlast people. They can't wither the storm. If someone's just hot for, say, 8 rounds in a game to 21, you can kind of find your way to outlast that. But in the shootout series, you got to find a way to get points. You got to get them early.
Gotta love it when I'm trying to send a message to Keck and I send it to Trey.
There you go.
Trey's like, I'm not assigning matches, leave me alone.
So, in for the wash. Going to go into round. Oh, no, left it. Pulled it.
That was a frustration shot right there.
That was.
I mean, again, the round limited format definitely playing a factor there. He knows he's only got 2 rounds to strike, and instead of just kind of staying the course and getting the wash there, you never know what's going to happen. Like, especially at this round, he gives up 6.
Yeah.
He's going to be kicking himself.
Absolutely. I like it because I like the way it changes their mindsets.
I love it.
He
literally is not happy with that block. It's perfect. That's a perfect block. When you're down by 10 points with 2 rounds left, that's what you need to do.
Is he frustrated with the block or the fact he wasn't able to do it the way he wanted to?
Gavin needs to kind of slow down and realize you're up by 10. You don't need to make any more bags in the hole.
Yeah. Well, and then you shoot it off the back. That's not really thinking your way through this round. But
he even turned around and looked to see what round they're in. Like, better decisions. So right now he's down 6.
Is he? Well, now he is. This is a big push. Wow, gave it back.
Only going to get 1.
Wow. Gave it back. I know you want the collect there because it's round 11, and that changes. Yeah, had to.
And that's where 6,
and that's where it changes your mindset, right?
Well, you go back to that last round there with the final bag.
They do matter, turns out.
Looks like Logan and Noah are tied going into round 12, 11-11.
Are they really? Jordan Power trying to make a comeback against Logan Chamberlain. 10-8 now.
How about Daniel Walker Jr.? 19-5 over Ryan Wiedenfeld.
Didn't see that coming.
That was my blind draw partner yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I'll tell you what, I love the relationship I got with Daniel Walker Jr., and I don't think I could have picked a better, pro blind draw partner for me. So, that'll do her.
Wow. Gavin Cano, impressive, taking down Fisher Hamilton. Well, all right, boys and girls, that's our first match of the day. We are done. We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back to Ramsey, Minnesota, shootout number 6, right after these messages. ACL Nation, welcome back inside the Adrenaline Sports Center, Ramsey, Minnesota. Shootout number 6, still throwing down. Got some pro singles action for you. We've got some women's singles action across the way going on in the building as well. Shootout number 6. We've got this one and 2 left. People trying to get a chance to win some big money in the shootout series. That's why we were talking about, before we went to the first break, that some of the players still aren't kind of bought into the shootout round limit format. It's a lot of money to not be bought into.
I think the thing is, like, you can talk to any of these pros and you can be like, all right, let's play a game for money where you have to stand on one leg. And they'd be like, all right, I'm competitive, let's do it.
Right.
But then, like, when you force them to do something,
right,
they're like, I'm not.
Yeah, it's not their choice.
Buy into this.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
All right, so take a look there. You see Dave Sutton takes out Hunter Thorne 23-4. Harbaugh takes down Corey Ballard. Gavin Cano, we saw defeat Fisher Hamilton. Carson Getty eliminated from JBJ. Lopez Jr. and Neisted 10-0 right there on court 24, but we're getting Noel Monza and Jordan Power first.
Jordan Power, big comeback. I believe was down 8-0 at one point to Logan Chamberlain. Finds his way back. I know it was 10-8 at one point. Logan was up. So big comeback for Jordan.
10-0.
Was it 10-0?
Yep.
There you go. Big comeback for Jordan. Nice
side
win.
of the bracket. We got Terry Mathis just continuing to be hot right now. 26-1 over Jake Trzynski. So it's getting crazy.
That seems unusual to me.
Christian Brown 13-7 over Jay Rubin. I feel like we got quite a few upsets. We talked about Ethan Walker, 12-10 over Caleb Batson. Not really a huge upset, but I mean,
it's still
KB's just on fire.
Yeah,
man.
Still an upset considering how he's been playing, but.
Yeah, Blake Karnick in the lead right now, 13-10 over Jacob Foreman. Winner of that one gets Ryan Windsor. So kind of keep an eye on the brackets. I'm not sure if they're live yet or not, so kind of.
Score is up. It looks like they're taking it serious.
In the women's division, Allison Peters will take on somebody.
I'm sure of it. Great
Brandy
back.
McBride, there we go. It was tied 9-9, and then they advanced the game. So I'm like, okay, give me a name. So Allison Peters will take on Brandy McBride as Yeti Irwan is eliminated. Winner of that one will get Cameron Belvin as she eliminates Maya Cup. Daniela Luna 2-0 right now over Connie Altice, Kimberly Glass, and Miranda Coy starting up on court 5. That's it for the ladies.
Well, there you go.
Small field.
Yeah, the ladies are whittling down. Talking about the ladies, Cameron Belvin needs to win. But the first year that we had the shootout series, I believe she won the last shootout to get into the championship rounds. So as the field dwindles down, I mean, obviously it seems with the ladies, you get Cheyenne Bubenheim wins the first one every time, every season, and then it's Rosie Streaker or someone else wins the second, and then it kind of becomes this giant battle to the finish to see who can qualify. I think on the men's side, it's a little different. You get some different names.
There we go. He's chirping.
Yeah, chirping.
He said, let's go. Do you want it or not? Trying to hype himself up. I think we talked to him. I'm not sure if it was the last tournament, the one before. I think it might have been the national. And he's like, dude, I got to do something. He's like, this isn't me. I got to do something. I got to prove to myself that I deserve to be considered one of the best players in the sport.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I talk about it way too much, and I know people get sick and tired of hearing it, but the depth of talent is extreme now. And if you're off just a little bit, if you're having a season where things just, a little unlucky here, a little unlucky there, a bad draw here, bad draw there, all of a sudden you find yourself, ranked in the 50s, right? And you're a better player than that. I mean, think about someone like a Tanner Halbert, ranked around 100 in the world. Way too good for that. But that's just a bad draw here, a bad draw there, one bad national. Before you know it, you look at your ranking and you're way down because there's just so much talent. I think Noel Monza suffered some of that this year.
Yeah, first. And again, I never talked to him about it, but I felt like it was a lot of pressure for him to be a captain at the first national. So where he's got to try and figure out who's going to line up with who on the teams, and then he knows he's going to get interviewed halfway at some point there. I felt like it put a lot of pressure on him at the first national. Maybe he just wasn't that focused. But
I got you.
I don't know. I never had a chance to talk to him. I didn't even see who he lost to be honest with you. So it could have just been tough matchups. But
well, he's got a good chance to get some points right back in this match. I can't believe that bag stayed. Going after it. Wow, unlucky.
We ever going to see a women's pro qualifier if we're having women standing separate? I mean, I hope so.
Do you?
I kind of talked to Trey about it, and I said I think there needs to be a women's field, but at the same time, man, you just don't want to hand it out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I like the fact that a Cheyenne Bubenheim can win a national against men. I like the fact that there's even footing there, but I do understand why people want a separate women's division.
I do think that the payout should be adjusted for shootouts, but that's just my opinion. And that's way above my pay grade.
Yeah.
I don't even know how the money breaks down in this anyway.
There's not a lot.
No.
It's all about winning and getting to that final 8 and having a chance to win big money.
Oh yeah, I agree, Nate.
What's Nate say?
If you want women to come out, you got to make it enticing for payouts. I agree. To an extent.
Sure.
I do think that they should probably up the pros female to the 48. And, that way we hopefully allow, and by 48 I mean like count PDC in that number. Mm-hmm. And allow PDC to play in the shootout. But again, above my pay grade, just my 2 cents. I think the women's fields have to be deeper, though.
Yeah.
You can't. I don't think you could win 2 games you're on TV playing for the same prize pool that men have to go through 6 or 7 people. You know
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yep, I'm with you on that.
Tony Sposato, allow Tony in. All right, got you. Come on in, baby. You are allowed. Actually, I don't think they're allowed. I think there was a time where Cheyenne was allowed to play in the open shootout, and then they changed it to a men's shootout, right?
Yeah,
so
they changed it to it was, yeah.
So I like that. I don't think it was fair that she could have won $130,000 in 1 year, and like the most a guy could win was like she was on fire. Like she could have done it. That'd have been crazy,
right?
Good push through there from Jordan.
Jordan playing well, still up 7-2. This bag becomes mightily important for Noe. Drops it, still 7-2 going into round number 9.
Quick update on the females. Miranda Coy up 4-1 over Kimberly Glass. That's round 5. Connie Altice takes the lead in round 7, 9-2 over Daniela Luna. Brandy McBride 9-0 over Allison Peters. I believe going through the odds, Brandy was one of my kind of sleeper picks. Deep down there, like 4,000 or 5,000 something. So
it's interesting seeing her name has popped up quite a bit now. Starting to see more and more of her.
I mean, you kind of, I don't know what the situation happened with Elizabeth where they decided to separate partnerships, but I mean, kind of play with that chip on your shoulder sometimes might help you out, You get 3 headsets and nobody wants to talk anymore.
Yeah, there's a headset. It's right there if he wants to jump on.
Calling you, man. You got collectors.
I got it. Yeah, there's always 2 or 3 debt collectors giving me a shout every day, just to see if I'm still there.
Jimmy Humans 24-0. How about these blowouts, man?
Yeah.
12 rounds, right?
12 rounds.
12-round limited format. They're just getting
blown out. And I think that's part of it. Some people get down in a round limit and they don't want to, it's like, I can't fight back. So,
those bags over there that I was telling you I was through that 11.33 in yesterday? The final round was a 12-0.
There you go.
We won that match 32-0.
Nice.
Like my partner was like, I've never even seen 32 before.
Great bag. 7-4, round 10. Well,
I was kind of talking to Daniela Luna on the way out here, and I'll be doing that blind draw at One Eye Jack. She's going to be hosting the Youth Cornhole Association tournament.
Right.
And I believe they're going to get...
Ooh, all of a sudden we are tied. That's an aggressive shot.
Again, sometimes you just go in. You know what I mean?
You go in, and if it goes with you, great.
All you got to do is make 8 bags in the hole, you win.
Yeah. Now it's completely different game.
But back to Daniela real quick. I was saying, she's got that tournament coming next Wednesday, I think it is, with the youth and then the pros. They're mixing up pros with these younger players. It's going to be kind of a fun tournament. I'll be broadcasting that. And I said, it'd be kind of cool to get you on the show next week and talk about it. So go ahead and win women's shootout, and then we have a reason to interview you, and then just segue into that.
Just make that happen, will you?
So far, so good, kind of.
She is a mixed doubles world champion.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember whenever I was talking to her last year, and she was like, I don't want to say anything yet because I don't want to jinx it, but I think Mark Richards agreed to throw with me in co-ed. I was like, that's awesome. So I was like, I like that. I like your chances. And sure enough, it paid out. So she's like, I don't want to jinx anything yet. She's such a sweet person. Man.
How about all tied up last round? Did we go overtime or did someone sneak 2 here?
Oh, man, I just can't believe that last shot that goes off by Jordan there.
Yeah.
You just go in like a normal shot. You give up 2. You still got the lead.
Oh, no. That might be it. Well, kind of helped it back a little bit.
2 bags left. When are you firing the airmail? That's the question.
It's probably going to be last bag to stay alive, I would imagine.
Good shot there from Noah to avoid it.
Oh, he's going now, and that's it. Wow.
Needs Noah to be off the board. That ain't going to happen.
Not going to happen. Noah Almanza survives. He was down 7-2, fights all the way back and gets the W in 3 rounds.
Takes a deep breath right there. It's over.
Yeah, that's impressive win for Noah to come back from 7-2. All right, boys and girls, we're going to come back. Ramsey, Minnesota, Adrenaline Sports Center, shootout number 6, right after this. ACL Nation, we're back. Adrenaline Sports Center, Ramsey, Minnesota. We're right outside Minneapolis at the home of his purple badness, Prince Rogers Nelson.
Did you know it's a little purple tint?
Yeah, I love it. I'm all about it. He was my guy growing up, still is. Rest in peace. All right, we've been having pro singles action all day. Now we're going to switch over to the ladies singles. We're going to have Kimberly Glass and Connie Altice coming up next here on Court 1. They're kind of making their way here to Court 1. I see Kim Glass. She's kind of talking it up with some other ladies.
Kimberly, you're up. Kimberly, get over here. Get over. What are you doing?
Didn't have a reservation. Luckily, they had room. Maybe the same person. And then,
Yeah. But match is going. How about Wally?
She doesn't even know she's live right now. She's telling us no. She doesn't want to be on the live feed, but we're actually watching her say no.
Can we talk about the fact that Dave Sutton's just rolling through his bracket right now?
Let's look at it. Let's look at this route real quick. We were going to get that match, and I was like, you know what? We got to get the females to figure out who's making broadcasts. So we switched over here. But look at this. Stephen Bernadette on fire at the National. Dave Sutton takes him down 11-9. And then you go against Hunter Thornsman, one of the hottest players we talked about on K9 Sneak Peek, where he's like, how about you the last few months? Takes him down 23-4. And then Devin Harbaugh, the number one player on the planet, 22-2. It ain't done yet. Now he's got Gavin Cano. So if he makes broadcast, and it keeps on like this, he will.
Yeah.
He earned it.
I mean,
quite frankly, the hard work is done now.
Right? But I mean, Gavin's been throwing his tail off right now as well.
Yeah. You got Gavin on the bottom half. You know, you got Joe Neested, Daniel Walker Jr., and Noah Almanza. Noah didn't look bad. Didn't look as Noah-ish as we've seen him in the past. Maybe
kind of got let off the hook a little bit by Jordan in that match.
Yeah, and again, man, I don't know if he was necessarily. I think he was definitely going to collect that bag. I don't think he knew that it would have gone off the back of the board with that speed that he threw that. But again, just don't even go after it. Look at the scoreboard.
Slide in, and if it falls, great. If not, you still got to lead.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Unfortunate. He did miss one more bag the final round, but it's a whole different situation. You never know.
Now we get to look at some of the ladies, and we're getting deep once again. This is shootout number 6.
Yeah, we talked about Daniel Walker Jr. defeating Ryan Wiedenfeld 19-5 earlier, and then I look over here and Wiedenfeld just laughing and having a great time. This is what he comes to these events for, is the cash games on the side.
You know, it's kind of like poker in a little bit of way. Like remember, you would turn on a poker broadcast and you would see Phil Ivey. You know, and he would make a table, but he didn't win a lot of those matches. But apparently they say he's like the best cash game player ever.
When I played poker, everyone compared me to Phil Ivey. I was like, wow, I'm not even close, but thanks. Because like we did have kind of similar playing styles. Like he always had that look, you know, and you know what I'm talking about, where he's like sitting there shuffling the chips and his eyes are just moving around. Like no other body part of his is moving, but he's analyzing every single situation. I was like, all right, cool, man.
Yeah.
I'll take Phil Ivey.
So a lot of those people said that he and Doyle Brunson were like the 2 greatest cash game players of all time. R.I.P.
Rip Doyle.
Yeah.
Will you do me a favor and shorten the title of the event again, now that we switch over to women's?
How do I do that?
It's the top event name.
Shorten it?
Yep, go to the left. There we go. Now we got our scoreboard on the screen.
And it looks like we're about to start here.
All right, so Connie was my pick to win the ladies. We'll see.
Yeah?
I got a shot. Caleb's gone for men, so I'm out there.
It just happens so fast. I mean, it really does happen fast in the shootout series. You get through rounders, and then it's single elimination. You gotta be ready to play. If not, you find yourself playing in cash games in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I was in the bathroom. Well, it was coming out, and Eric Jacqueline walks in. He goes, well, that was quick.
Oh, he's done? They drove here.
All right. No, that's not what I want. Don't want that.
And she just goes forward with the final bag. I believe this is going to be a wash to start the round. 2s across the board. Yep. 2-2, 2-2. You got to retrain your mind when entering the scores now. It's no longer 8 on 8. It's 2-2, 2-2.
So this match is to get to the final. So this match is to get to television. This match is to get to the broadcast court tonight.
I was talking to Daniel Walker Jr. yesterday. He's my partner in the blind draw, and he said Blake Karnick will win a national in the next 3 years. And I said, no. I said, no. And Blake was right there with me. I said, no offense to Blake. I said, Blake, you're throwing great. I said, I think you need to block and throw more air mills. Your air mill's pretty on point. I said, but nothing against you. It's just the talent around is getting so
scary.
ridiculous. You got to start throwing the 11s to win. Might have lit a fuel. He's up 18-8 right now over Ryan Windsor. So
Wow.
we'll see. I always do like when people like
A national's
win a match.
it is super hard to win a national. I mean, that's you're on another level. Like you don't like in shootout series, you might see someone sneak in that maybe won't be ranked in the top 20 in the world, right?
Yeah.
To win a national, you're not going to see that very often.
Yeah, but I like whenever the pros finally win. They're like, proved you wrong. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well, you're welcome for
I'm in your head.
yeah, you're welcome for me helping you.
Oh, Dave Sutton, you got another ace up your sleeve. Use it now. 13-0. Gavin Cano in the lead. So he's got some work to do.
Yeah.
Joe Neistat 16-0 over Daniel Walker Jr.
Kim Glass played really well. She was in our last Super Hole qualifier, and she was playing really well with Kim Glass. And she had some great rounds, even though she had a and one thrown against her, which was tough.
Brutal. It's the best shot in the world.
The and one, absolutely.
It gets excitement, man.
Yeah, it's great because you can tell when they're setting it up too.
Yeah. Like, you know, you always kind of see it, especially with the young kids, when the and one situation pops up and they do that double clutch where they're kind of like, yeah, I should go for this.
Measuring it up, yep.
I should definitely shoot this right now. All right, so the winner of this one makes broadcast against either Brandy McBride or Cameron Belvin. We'll find out here in a little bit. Next
Kim
match.
Glass staring at another 4 here unless Connie. Ooh, yep. Another 4. 8-0. Kimberly Glass.
Matt Hardbarger in the Kimberly Glass corner. I do like to always sprinkle my magic touch on there and be like, it's all about me. We got Aaron Wash in the building. What up, Aaron? But yeah, I'm always like, anything that I touch turns to gold, you know, the canine touch, if you will.
Yeah? You feeling that way?
I had a conversation with Kimberly 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah?
I'll be doing one of her tournaments. I think it's Battle of the Clubs or something like that. So, and I think she's going to hire me to a broadcast in either August or September. So
nice.
Now that she's in the canine corner, there you go.
There you go.
Doing very well.
Connie coming across it again. Feels like that's kind of her miss right now. She's just coming across the board right to left. Cost her 2 more points.
Yeah, the tint is just basically the lighting. Nothing I can do about the lighting in here. It's kind of dim. We're no professional broadcast yet, guys.
Yes, we don't have the lights and everything
yet
on the streaming court yet.
But Matt has it on point. Watching ACL is better than working.
There you go.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. What's Kim Glass throwing right now? Let's take a look.
Off the back of the board, you mean?
Well, she's throwing an 11-2 up to this point.
That was you.
Yep.
What's she throwing?
Jinx.
Right off the
Jinx.
back of the board.
Yep, that's how I do.
There's a smart play, though. Tried to go back block, just missed it. Big push, not enough on it.
Not enough. That's a big difference between the men and women's game. Now she's
She's got to rocket this one.
As hard as you can throw it, you've got an upright to go through.
If she can get the 2 on the right, it might be 5. I don't think she had enough
Coming
on it.
in deep.
She'll get 2. I think she gets 2 on the board.
Yep. Put her on the board. Yes.
Tony says, I changed my career for cornhole. Exactly. That's why we need you to make pro, Tony. And then you too can be here in the women's shootout. Round
number 7. 10-2 once again. This match is to go to the broadcast tonight.
Kind of feel like Connie was trying to throw a blocker there. Good back block from Kimberly. We'll replace game now.
Good bag. Got what she wanted. Once again, coming across. Outside arm. That kind of seems like her miss in this match.
Need a Matt Rife appearance in cornhole ACL. Stay tuned, man.
Sounds
we
great.
were texting each other last night, and he's like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? We're hang out. I'm like, I got to work, bro. We'll get you out here, though. We'll see.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We'll see.
People are funny about, like, well, why don't you get this person and why don't you get that person? It's like, well, you know, a lot of these people want a lot of money. Rob Gronkowski, for example, I know I probably shouldn't say this. I'm probably saying it out of turn. I believe wanted like $300,000 to show up for an event. talking about how much he loves
Big deal.
cornhole, wants to do it. Yeah, I'll do it for 300 grand.
Hi, guys.
No one has that.
Hi, baby. Miss Morales in the building. Content team has arrived.
Content teams in the building.
But, yeah, I know that Matt Rife has been contacted, though.
Sure.
We'll see if it actually pans out. You never know.
Can you imagine how funny he'd be all day? He seems like the kind of guy that would show up and be around all day.
I mean, if it happens,
right?
we have got to do a Matt Rife, Sean Latham comedy tour. You know what I mean? Like, it has got to happen, man. It has got to happen.
I have a buddy of mine from college that does stand up. Doubt you've heard of him, Reno Collier. He's one of those. He was on the Redneck Comedy Tour with those guys.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's tough. That is tough. A, you got to write it out. B, you've got to have it timed perfectly, right? They're so good at it. They make it seem like they're just kind of talking. It's timed. They know exactly what they're going to say.
I don't know, I feel like I could do it. I don't know. I'm just kind of too shy to pull the trigger on the.
It's tough. It's not as easy as they make it look.
Yeah.
That's why they're very good at it. Is that another 6 spot? Yeah, 16-2. We're in round 10. Dangerous.
Ooh, score gate.
Uh-oh.
Cameron Belvin off to the side, though, fixing it. For the good.
18-2. That's what I thought. All right, so, yeah, 18-2.
That's your partner.
Yeah, Connie Altice is in trouble. Yeah.
So that's your partner. Connie's laughing.
Yeah.
Cameron's like, yeah, I don't want to beat my partner.
Cameron's
on
ready to go,
broadcast.
though, man. She's chomping at the bit to get here on the streaming court.
Maybe that's why she was helping her out. She's
Yeah.
like, 3 more points.
Let's go. I'm ready to throw. Kim's looking good. I mean, she had that one. Let's see. Let's go back to her PPR. Still throwing a 10.56 with that one round where things got a little loose.
That is the thing with Kimberly Glass. So you are going to get some high PPRs, which is
Usually both women will give you that.
what my problem with the women's division is.
Yes.
Like a lot of these ladies like to run holes, and right there you're down 18-2 with 3 rounds left to go. You gotta block.
Yeah, you have to.
You gotta block.
And that's still the evolution of the game. The problem is some of the women that do play a dirtier style aren't winning.
Yeah.
Miranda Coy, for example, who can play that dirtier style, just isn't scoring enough using it. And if you're not going to do it, you have to kind of be like Cheyenne, and you just have to go through everything. You have to have a strong enough bag to go through the blocks.
So we got Cameron Belvin over here chomping at the bit to get on the court over there on, I think that's
Great
court
bag.
2. Brandy McBride is warming up with Yeti Irwan. So Brandy's chomping at the bit, ready to go too. She's eager. Trying to make a broadcast in rookie season. Let's do it. It's off the back.
Off
1
the
point.
back, and that's pretty much going to do it. We're going to go into round 12, and this match it's over. There's no 17-point round.
Unless.
So Kimberly Glass gets another chance on the broadcast court. Good for her. Good chance to secure a spot in the Shootout Championships tonight. Who will she face, Wally? Who do you think? Early call it.
Gotta go with Cameron.
We got to go with Cameron.
I love Brandy. Brandy knows all.
There's zero offense to Brandy, but someone that's been there before.
Brandy and I go on a lot of chicken nugget dates.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right on.
She was standing me in line one day up in South Dakota, and I bought some chicken strips. She's like, those are for me. I was like, yeah, first date. Let's go. So we'll see if she can get there.
All right. Well, we're going to have that match, I believe, when we come back to the Adrenaline Sports Center here in Ramsey, Minnesota.
Congrats to Kimberly Glass making broadcast.
Yeah, broadcast time for Kim Glass. All right, kids. We'll be back right after this. ACL Nation, we are back. Adrenaline Sports Center, Ramsey, Minnesota. We're right outside of Minneapolis here for shootout number 6. We have made it to our last women's qualifying match to get to the championship match to take on Kimberly Glass later this evening. Cameron Belvin, Brandy McBride, winner to the broadcast. I'm Bernie Neighbors, joined alongside the K9, Wally Castler. Wally.
K9 in the Keck.
And Josh Keck.
Yeah, Josh Keck is moving in behind me. That's where he likes to be.
He's got something important to say.
Yeah, I do. So you got both women's semifinals. Do you want both men's or just one of the men's?
We're good on time? I think we do both if we're good on time.
It's all about the time.
You're in charge.
You're in charge, man. It's your
I'll
world.
give you one. You choose which one, and if the viewers don't like it, it's your fault.
Jimmy Humans is down right now to Terry Mathis, 4-0.
Terry.
Blake Karnick is up 6-0 over Ethan Walker, so it could be one of those 4.
2 of those 4.
That's what I said. We already saw Gavin, 21-0 over Dave Sutton. Noah Monza, 15-0 over Joe Neested. Gavin and Noah?
Are these bags live, by the way, or are they just going down and back?
Probably.
Sounds good.
Let's go left side. We haven't done anything on the left side.
Yeah,
What
left side of the
number is
bracket.
that?
It's match number 61. Either
61.
Blake, Ethan, Jimmy, or Terry.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Now, I have one more thing to tell you, Wally.
Can't wait.
So when you were taking a little break earlier and you were standing talking to, I think it's Ethan's mom? Is that Ethan's mom?
Grandma.
Here? Grandma, okay, all right. So she doesn't look that old to be a grandma, but okay. I looked over and I was like, oh, who is that talking to her? You know, he looks really good from behind. And I'm like, oh, it's Wally. So,
My donk?
you don't look that bad from behind. I just wanted to let you know that.
We are live on the streaming network,
okay.
Josh.
Is it because my hat's on?
This is not on the K9 channel anymore.
I know.
This is
The world needs to know that Wally looks good from behind.
I've been only doing squats for 13 months, so glad to know it's paying off.
All right, I'm out.
squats.
All right, these bags are live. They're
These
already up
bags
2-0.
are live.
We got a cluster.
Nothing like Josh Keck coming on to take things down a notch.
All right, so here's the situation here, Bernie.
Yep.
I know what you're gonna say,
Okay.
but Kimberly Glass has already made broadcast. She's throwing a dark blue bag.
Yes.
Cameron throwing a white bag. If Cameron makes it, she does not have to switch bags this time.
Well, there you go.
So it's not going to be anyone's fault. You don't have to worry about it.
I don't worry about it. That is on them. That's a good block. Kind of got there weird. That's a great block. Nice replace.
I like how your panic set in when Josh started talking.
I was like, oh man, I don't think he realizes we're not on K9 right
Oh, no, he
now.
knows. He's watching over there.
Yeah. No big deal.
I think she wanted that tap in. That's a good back block.
Oh,
that's the worst case.
Yeah, worst case scenario.
Yeah, that's a bad strategy, Brandy. I would not do that again. Down 7-0.
Yeah, you don't want to leave it short next time?
Didn't I say Terry Mathis was in the lead?
You did. I believe it was 4-0. You said he was in the lead?
17-4 now. Humans in the lead.
Wow. So I guess he made Jimmy mad.
Oof. You also can't throw a 5, a 7, and a 1.
That's never going to work. A 1?
A 1.
A 1's not going to work.
Not in shootout format.
A 1 is something that I would throw. You can't be doing that out here.
That's a funny thing with the blind draw yesterday. So they did it by PPR rankings. So I threw a 1 because I was trying to figure out the bags and I missed my push. And I threw a 1. And the next round I threw a 3. And we're down in the game. And I'm like, okay, I gotta try and start blocking to get into this game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm purposely throwing a muddy game the rest of the way. And we lost it like 22-1 or 21-1 is what we lost it. And then I'm like, sorry, man, I tried to come back and this and that. He's like, it's all right, doesn't matter. I had a good PPR, and they're doing the seedings by PPR anyway. I'm like, oh, that's even worse. like I should have just tried to go in the hole at that point. Who cares if we win or lose the game? And whenever they seed it by PPR, and I was like, I got to rethink my strategy.
How'd that work out for you?
I was the 50 seed. They took 50. So it kind of worked. If I would have been one spot down, I would have been the best player in the B bracket. But,
Hey.
like I said,
Cameron picked this up.
she can.
Well done. Give her 2.
Look at that AAR bag collect. AAR, are you kidding me? Or whatever they said last year.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was court 4 stuff.
That was.
Shout out to Jake and Allison.
Yeah. It's always fun at the Nationals to have the 4 courts, and everyone's kind of in between.
Yeah. I have the TriCaster, or the Tether A550 over here, so I will get those videos uploaded from Court 4 National tonight. So if anybody's looking for those videos from Court 4.
By the way, Wally?
Yes, sir.
Brandy's kind of in one of those situations that we talked about earlier. We're only halfway through this match, but she's trying to slide every bag in, and you're down 9-2. I mean, it's still early.
I would have liked to step out there from Brandy, too.
Yep. Like at some point, that's trouble. At some point, you got to make something happen, because now you're down 13-2, and Cameron can kind of run away from you now.
It was a AA, are you kidding me, double. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Now it sounds right. Hey, I'm new to this, all right? I got to work on my reads, my commercial reads.
It's, I messed it up. I did such a poor job. We ended up running into time because I kept messing things. Like, we're supposed to be on in 1 minute. You think you can hustle this up a little bit?
So there Cameron steps out. Brandy hasn't stepped out this entire match. Stays inside to collect this bag, and she's off to the right.
Big trouble now.
Now she steps out a little bit. I think this is just kind of an experience thing right now from Cameron and Brandy that we're seeing here.
Yep. Cameron been here many times. Going to get another 4, 17-2. Making quick work. So who do you like? I mean, I don't want to early call it, but it's looking like Cameron Belvin, Kim Glass. Who do you like tonight? Got to go Cameron?
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
Kim Glass just needs to feel like...
I think Cameron will be that player that'll block in the female division.
Yep.
If she needs to.
If she needs to. Which she will, right? She's going to have to at some point, especially if Kim gets hot.
Content team having a fun time over there, Noah and Ryan, so can't wait to see that video. It's got Noah cracking up, though, so whatever it was.
Let's see. There's an 8. Yeah, give her 1.
Eddie says Belvin. Flick says Kim Glass all the way. That's what I like.
Interesting.
Chat divided.
Chat divided.
All right, so we're
Chat
still
fight.
waiting on a couple matches to finish on the other side, but it looks like it will be Gavin Cano against Noah Almanza.
Interesting.
Again, we're not going to hold any matches. We're going to try and get into doubles rounders.
Yeah. Only so much time in the day, unfortunately.
So Jimmy Humans right now 19-13 over Terry Mathis. That's in round 11. And Blake Karnick 14-8 over Ethan Walker. That's in round 10.
Wow. Good for Blake.
Again, I think it would just be amazing, though, to get
think,
Ethan on broadcast with Connie here in attendance.
I'm watching this with Cameron, and it feels like she's just kind of lost concentration. She gets a big lead, and it's just like, the intensity's kind of dropped.
Yeah.
Instead of just running through it, finishing, being done, it's like...
That's one of my sayings when I play. That's why we get big leads, so I can give them back. But yeah, I think a month or 2 ago, Connie's husband passed away, so her being here in person, seeing Ethan play is amazing for her.
That's awesome.
Connie's so sweet. She's like, I love what you do, and like, I don't know how to subscribe or give stars or none of that stuff. She's like, do you take cash? I was like,
There you go.
will. I said, you don't have to. It's cool. Like, I don't mind. I was like, you commenting is enough. You know what I mean? So she gives me an envelope. It's like $50 in there. I'm like, what? Like, I felt bad. I was like, can I buy you a drink?
How many stars would that be?
5,000. I'm like, what are you doing?
Cameron steps out. She's going to stay out there and go after that bag. Well, she gets a push here.
Yeah, Andrew, only one court broadcasted. Hey, it ain't over yet.
No, another point. The old 7-6-1.
Jimmy Humans finishes off Terry Mathis.
All right, Brandon McBride, you've got 2 rounds to get 11 points.
Has to be a blocker.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going hole for hole.
So why do you think that is? I mean, that just seems very strange. Like at some point,
I don't think they pay attention to what round they're in.
Seriously.
Like you get in the rhythm of throwing bags, you don't think about stuff like that.
Because now you're in the last round, and it's pretty much, the match is over. So Cameron Belvin, Kim Glass for shootout number 6 women's singles championship. We making odds on that, Wally?
Who's the high seed? I believe it's Cameron, right?
I believe
Cameron
so.
was the 1? No. Cameron was the 5.
Yeah, I got to look at the
Kimberly's
bracket.
the 3.
Oh, okay, so Kim
Kimberly
Glass.
wants to play some mind games and have some bright colored or white bags. You never know.
You never know.
I don't picture Kimberly doing that, though. I think Kimberly
why
wants
not?
to throw hers.
Why not? If you had some white ones to throw.
But I do believe Cameron threw the red ones last time. Or maybe she had to. I think she threw the red ones last time and had to switch away from the red ones. So either way, she's got 2 now.
Either way, she's going to be playing tonight for our women's singles championship match here in shootout number 6. All right, kids, when we come back, we're going to go back to the men's side and have some men's action when we come back to Ramsey, Minnesota, Adrenaline Sports Center, right after this. ACL Nation, we are back. Once again, we are inside the Adrenaline Sports Center here in Ramsey, Minnesota, right outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's shootout number 6. We've also got open number 14. We've got a Super Hole preliminary match as well, or matches, I should say, tonight. Big weekend here in Minnesota. We're back on the pro men's singles side. We're getting deep in the brackets. I am Bernie Neighbors, joined alongside the K9, Wally Castler. Wally.
Not just deep, this is it.
Yeah, interesting match we have here to get to the broadcast. Blake Karnick, make a run.
Yeah, he's had a great weekend. Ethan Walker was just on fire, and then he ran into also on fire Blake Karnick. But just got done talking to Ethan. He said, "Yeah, I did stupid things." I said, I told you, and that's it. I said, you'd be amazing if you'd stop doing stupid things. He said he had a chance to go for an airmail drag for 6 to tie it, and then he went for the and 1 or something. Or no, a bar of soap, he said. Went for the bar of soap to get 7 to take the lead.
Huh.
And I was like, yeah, you should just tied it.
Just
tie it. Now, granted, he's still got to hit the shot.
Right.
So who knows what would have happened, but he came over here, was kind of upset with himself. I said, dude, don't be upset. You're doing great, dude.
So let me ask you this. Obviously, Blake Karnick playing really well out on the floor. I don't think the streaming court carries the same kind of weight. Obviously, it doesn't carry anywhere near the same kind of weight as the broadcast court, but sometimes players get a little, when there's a camera or two around, they get a little different. Do you feel that's going to have any effect on Blake since Jimmy's been here a few times before?
I don't think so. Jimmy's going to start off with a couple here. I think Blake is ready. Well, Blake had a pretty good run in East Moline. I believe he won his bracket out there and played on broadcast court a few times. So he's got some broadcast experience, or live stream experience. I know you guys don't like when I call my court broadcast. This is as big as I'm going to get, okay?
Yeah, this is it. Hey, me too, man. All I do is yell a couple of words over there on the other side, announce some names, and I'm done.
Yeah, Nate has it right, though. He says Blake is on a mission just to prove Wally wrong. It's really all about me.
There you go. Good bag. Good bag. I love watching the content team just harass the pros to do funny stuff. Such a high spin rate on Jimmy's bag.
How many rotations?
You tell me, man. What, 10?
I counted 36. Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yep, 36. 100% 36. It doesn't matter what you know.
Yeah. Uh-oh, another 4. Make it 6-0 for Jimmy. And this is where round limit can get in people's heads. All of a sudden, you've got plenty of time in actuality to get those 6 points back. But I think people like, oh, it's round limit. I got to start taking chances. And I think that's where it gets in some players' heads.
And Derek King over there.
Mm-hmm.
See DK every time.
Yep.
All right, here's the opportunity.
Yep, here's an open door.
Blake is really good about kind of getting this little bully off the hole.
There's a great bag.
Take that, Trey Ryder. I'm the Tony Romo of cornhole. That was a pretty cool article, though.
I thought that article was great.
I sent it to my family. I'm like, look, I made it an article of Bloomberg just to kind of see if they would watch it. Because, I'm in the background after, I think it was, I don't know whose shot it was, in the college championships. And I was like, whoa, in the background. And, they're all like, wow, Wally, awesome, really proud of you, blah, blah. I was like, you guys didn't watch it, did you?
We met up with Jeff McCarriger and myself met up with Stacy when we got in yesterday, and we were talking about it. And it was a good time for us to be like, man, that piece was great. However,
yeah, there was
would have been nice for an interview.
There was the pause. I was like, there's the moment he's like, he's only needing 2 things. One of them was the commentator. We'll be right back. I'm like,
well, Jeff was so funny. He was like, we only needs 2. When he brought Jeff's like, oh, my time to shine. And no.
We're talking about Trey. Because I think even when they said it, there's a picture of Jeff on the screen at the time. And I was like, really? I thought they brought Jeff in before the.
No.
It was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a great piece. It was just funny because, I'd forgotten all about all of that in Arizona when they did the interview setup where we had our Airbnb, and then
there we go.
The setup we had at Super Bowl weekend.
keep forgetting I got to do replays. Good push
Yeah.
there from Jimmy. Yeah, I was jealous. I didn't make that one.
Hey, I got to see myself carry a 10-foot ladder for about half a second. Hold a couple of microphones awkwardly.
There's Lexi in the chat. What up, Lexi? Are we going to be blessed with Lexi's Preds this weekend?
There's a wash. Stays 6'4".
Let's get our first replay out of the way.
Let's
Look at this
do it.
rollback from Blake.
Roll big.
Real big. Stepped over the line. Is that legal next year? I don't know. Who knows? Duncan Clemmer saying Mons is going to win it all. He's got to come back first. Gavin's in the lead there, 6-4.
Just like this match. They're both semifinals, 6'4". Some symmetry there.
Round 5 here, round 11 there, though.
Yikesies. Yeah, a little crowd behind us watching that match.
See, look, I don't know with the current rule. I don't know what, like, Blake's right foot. I don't even know if that's a violation. I don't know. I would just hate for it to be the deciding factor. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Jimmy is the one guy that knows the rules and might actually call him out on it, though. Oh,
Ooh.
wow. It's interesting.
Gonna go
Got
through
2
that,
bags
right in
left.
behind. Yep.
That's perfect.
That is absolutely perfect bag.
Oh, Lexi's on her way. Let's go. See you soon.
How far of a drive is that from? She in South Dakota?
No, she's Minnesota.
Minnesota? Is she?
Minnesota's first pro.
That's right.
There we go. Whoever the 2 new viewers are, thank you for coming in. 668 viewers now.
Oh, he knows he let him off the hook there. Stays 6'4".
It is all over. Gavin Cano.
Gavin Cano moving on. Broadcast court tonight. I can't remember if that's before Super Bowl. If so, it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. local time. I think the side-by-side game's coming up here.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't just drive through. I mean, it's only round 6, though. He might be trying to generate some more points, but
I think he's kind of trying to, I think he's trying to put Blake in some situations, see how he handles it.
surprise Blake stayed sticky side there.
Ooh, that didn't like that. That looked a little too far left coming out of his hand.
That's correct, Eddie. Winner of this one goes to broadcast to take on Gavin Cano. That's going to be Gavin's 3rd or 4th broadcast.
Has to, yeah.
Third, I
No, in
think.
doubles, they've made it.
He made it twice.
Yeah.
At least twice, I know of.
Uh-oh, big chance here for a lead change. Blake Karnick.
So now it's a situation here where you go slick side to try and get them both. You stay sticky side if you only want to get one and then tie it up, or possibly take the lead. To see he is going slick side. He's going to after them both.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That is... Wow, let him off the hook. Had a big chance there for Blake. Jimmy took a deep sigh of relief there. That could have been disastrous.
It's the exact same situation with Jordan Power and Noah Monza earlier. You go board here, you give up 1 point, and you still have the lead.
Right.
Jimmy might be thinking about a backside airmail here, which is risky. You can get 1 point if he hits it.
You think he's going for it? He looked at it.
I think there's enough here just to go board, give up the 1 point, maintain the lead. See what he decides to go with.
He's going up. That's deep. Yeah, you could tell that was deep out of his hand.
And now we're tied.
Now we're tied. Oh, here he comes, the professor. The professor wants in.
I mean, I need to know, what is the science on that right there, Anthony? What's the percentage that you go for that shot right there and miss it to tie the game up instead of just going board and making it 6-5?
I didn't see it. I kind of rolled in hot. It just came off the Gavin Cano, Noah Almanza match. Winner of this is going to get the winner of that on the broadcast.
Yep.
Cano coming in clutch. He was down 4-0 out of the gate, worked his way back in, got two. Last bag, last round, hit a bully on Almanzo to win it 6-4.
Wow. By the way, everyone that's watching on the broadcast right now on the streaming, the energy level just went up 20 times the moment you came on.
What do we got going on here?
It's only blue on our court. Anthony's
All
out
tied
there with
up
all
at
the
6,
bright
halfway
lights.
through.
I saw Karnick just get through. Was it Ethan Walker, I think, to get here? That was, and Ethan was looking fire all day. He went through a couple big wins himself.
Got to give a shout out to the other Merc board guy, Dave Sutton.
Dave
See
Sutton
his
had
run?
some huge wins early in the bracket.
See his run on the other
Yes,
side?
he went through Bernasset,
Hunter Thorne,
Hunter-
then Devin Harbaugh, and destroyed Thorne and Harbaugh.
but had to go through Bernasset round 1 just to get to
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Insane.
And ran into Gavin.
I saw that match against, and it was 21-0. He just kind of gassed out, but Kano just didn't miss, man. He was fire.
All right, so interesting situation here with it being 6-6. Round number 7, Human's bag is away. He's going board now. One round too late, Jimmy.
Yep,
Does Blake have one in? I can't see from my angle.
he does. He has one in.
Sticky side down here tells me he's trying to go for a cover. Didn't get the hop.
Interesting.
Airmail time.
There is some space there.
Channel your inner
There
Kyle
it is.
Malone.
Got
That's
him!
perfect.
Oh, one hangs up.
Can't believe that one
He
hung
does-
up, but he's still
He gives it the stank face,
Yeah.
Bernie. He looked at that bag like, what?
How does that stay there? Yeah, he's still not happy that stayed there, but he takes the lead back. Watch this shot. This is just absolutely perfect. Unlucky that both bags didn't go.
How about some of these Cinderella stories this year,
Yeah.
right? We got Gina Ramirez making it to the broadcast. Who do we have? Frazier and Almanza making it in doubles.
Yep.
Tennyson
Yes,
making it to the
Elizabeth Tennyson.
broadcast here.
Kim,
So here's
Kim Glass is playing tonight against Cameron
is
Velvet.
she?
Yep.
Okay, Kim Glass. So she got a little taste of TV on the
Yeah, oh,
Super
yeah.
Bowl, and she's like, I want
I
more of
want
this.
back. I want back on the broadcast court.
So Blake Karnick would be another one of those
Speaking of
Cinderella
Tennyson,
stories.
Did you have a chance to walk out there and talk to Tennyson while she's not in the Super Bowl or shootout right now?
No.
I was kind of surprised that she's not playing, but could be
Oh,
just a
she's not
sign-up
even
thing.
playing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it could just be a sign-up thing. I don't know.
Just limit the damage here. Still got plenty of time.
It's
you go.
all no. In for 2.
Yep.
Got it.
Jimmy's responded well after giving up the lead. Gonna get minimum 4 here as far as a lead goes. Oh my goodness, give him a 5 spot.
Wow.
All of a sudden it's 13-6.
That's a stinger going into round 9. Now
Yeah.
we're going 10
12.
round limited, or we're going 12? Okay.
12-10 on the broadcast.
Got you.
Got a little crowd jumping around the stream court here. Court number 1.
Alan, what's up, brother? Says, thank you for coming out yesterday. Nah, dude. The Hmong cornhole people, that was fun times yesterday, dude. Love the environment you guys put on. Shout out to you guys. Not a big fan of losing the cash game at the end to you, but other than that, man, great time, dude. Great time. Even got a headache this morning from it.
Wally's all about the people, Anthony. By the way, congratulations, both of you guys, since we're sitting here. Going to be hosting the Stevie Awards.
Man, we're going to have to talk to you a little later, take some
Yeah,
notes,
just trying to
like, you
figure it
know.
out.
It was. I can talk to a camera lens all day. You put me in front of 10 people, I'm a nervous wreck.
Right.
So that was trouble for me last year.
Fortunately for us, Anthony, there's small shoes that we got to fill.
Yeah,
So.
literally.
Hey,
Size 3.
hey, keep
Literally.
them jokes coming. Hey, we're going to use that. We're going to use that.
I told Wally that I was like, man, you're with Anthony. Y'all are going to have the whole thing scripted.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it.
That's gonna be our opener. We're gonna come out
Shoe. It's going to be a baby shoe.
Uh-oh, chance for Blake to get 4 here.
A clutch 4 with only, what do we got? 3 rounds of scoring. Clutch 4 going in. 13-10 is huge going into the
10th round.
10th round.
And he
he's gonna
gets it.
get
Blake got some fans in the house.
Hey, we're in his territory. Mm-hmm. What was it, Wisconsin, I believe?
Right next door.
North is north. It's like my map. There's 4 states: north, south, east, and west. Everything's together. And everything north is basically South Canada.
So you get a little bit of cross. That's been his miss in this match so far. Once again, outside arm, right to left across. A little bit of trouble.
This time he's going after it, slick side down. This is what I talked about a couple rounds ago.
Yep, just get it out of the way.
Not a terrible miss there because you're cleaning it up. Jimmy wants the wash here. You know, Jimmy wants to wash the round.
Sure.
Blake's trying to get that back in. I think you got to go airmail here.
It's dangerous. Dangerous. Yep.
Back block instead to out of play now.
Wow.
Jimmy doesn't roll.
one of the best airmailers in the game. You know he's going to want to shoot this one.
And there it goes. And it's money. Didn't want to take Blake's bag, but he's happy with that.
And again, Blake having that bag out of play allows Jimmy to go up after that shot. He knows
Yep.
that Blake can't bring that one back now. So missing.
Well, gave it a shot.
That's the bag he needed last time.
Yep. Oh, he let him off the hook.
Yikes.
Hey, Wash is a win, though.
Wash is a win, but I mean, a 5-point lead is with 2 rounds to play is a little bit of breathing room now. 3.
So look at this one more again. Nice collect. Short airmails work.
Wow.
9 out of 10 times.
And it's funny,
Sorry, I
he was
forgot
sitting
we-
over here before this match talking about Stephen Bernaset's airmail. We just got on a weird airmail conversation. He talked about how Stephen throws such a high bag, his airmail so much easier because of that. And Jimmy was talking about how hard his airmail is, even though he's so good at it, because it's so low. Just the percentages of going in at that angle are so much tougher.
What a clear discrepancy in the bracket runs for the
Yes.
for the battles of this. I'm just looking at this. Hey, I'm not, these are all pros out here, right? They're all very talented, but we know we got different levels of pros. Jimmy Humans, this guy has the easiest run through the bracket. I'm just saying. He gets a bye in the first round, so he's one of the few players that doesn't even need to play. Jared Kufis in the second round. Jake Biener wins that one 24-0. He gets Terry Mathis in the third
Terry
round.
had him for a while, though.
Yep.
And then gets him here. I'm just talking about quality of players.
Sure.
Let me talk about Kano's run. He pulls national champ Fisher Hamilton in his first game. National champ Justin Burton Jr. in his second game.
Yep.
Number 7 ranked player in the world last year, Noah Almanza. And OG Dave Sutton. You talk about a discrepancy in the runs through the bracket. Stop playing.
And that's not just an OG Dave Sutton. That's an on fire.
Yeah, on fire Dave Sutton today. Yeah. Another big airmail, Jimmy Humans. And we're going into the last round, 19-10. Blake, you could see it in his face. He kind of feels the pain. He knows what's happening.
That was a dagger. I'm going to broadcast airmail there from Jimmy. +9.
Yeah, you can see it in Blake's face. He's like, oh man, if I would have had this bag back or that bad, he can feel it. And Jimmy blocks him just to be a jerk.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Jimmy Humans going to make TV alongside Gavin Kano.
Yeah, how
We
about
got
it? How do you? All right, putting you on the spot. Who do you like?
Just talking about it. Look at the runs through the brackets. I'm going to take Gavin Kano. He just went through 2 national champs and a red-hot Sutton. So,
I'm with you.
come on.
I'm with you.
I'll take Jimmy.
There we go. I like it.
There you go.
I'll take Jimmy.
All right, boys and girls. So
Gavin
that's
hasn't won on broadcast yet.
Yeah, that sets it up. Jimmy Humans, Gavin Kano, men's pro singles finals tonight. We're going to come back after a little break, have some pro doubles action for you, but you got a little time. Maybe grab a sandwich, maybe something to drink, and join us when we come back to Ramsey, Minnesota. It's just after a while.